You may have thought that Luka Doncic to the Lakers was somewhat interesting, but no. UFC remains the best sport at giving us the most interesting sporting news. Conor McGregor spat in some guy's face at a casino for saying, let's go Khabib. That's all he did. And McGregor's now just handed him a court case to win against him by spitting in his face. And Bryce Mitchell, who recently... I don't want to use the key words so I don't get immediately demonetized here. He came out in support of old Uncle A, and he since apologized for this. This is his apology. And he has received backlash for not doubling down on his take by the MMA community. They are going against Bryce Mitchell's choice to apologize for his comments. And more importantly, well-known UFC top 15 ranked middleweight Paulo Costa has completely disowned Bryce Mitchell for not doubling down on his takes. Paulo's been in massive support of Bryce Mitchell since he said that he wanted to go fishing with Hitler. And he's lost Paulo Costa's support, okay? And Costa's been up to some other things as well on Twitter that we're going to go through today. You know what? You know the Tito Ortiz video? Before I even get into this news, you remember when I made the Tito Ortiz video? Do you guys want a video where I go through Paulo Costa's greatest hits on Twitter? Because I was looking through them yesterday and I was laughing myself to a hysteria. So if you guys want that, let me know. I'll go through Paulo Costa's greatest hits on Twitter if you want. But today we're just going to stick to the ones where he's angry at Bryce Mitchell for not joining him as a Nazi, I guess. We start with Conor McGregor spitting in some guy's face. Forget Luka to the Lakers, guys. This is where real sporting news is in the UFC. So here we go. Let's watch it all the way through and then we'll break it down.
Started tired.
Yo, McGregor, can I get a picture?
I spit in your face, what you do? Nothing. Just spit in your face, you do nothing.
So that's a court case. There you go. You just admitted that you did it. Showed yourself doing it on camera. All it took was some guy saying, let's go Khabib. You're like Oprah for court cases now. Everyone's getting one. People are going to start. You know how they have like insurance scammers that like accidentally slip over a fucking spilt McFlurry at McDonald's for a fucking lawsuit? Now people are going to be tracking Conor McGregor's Instagram story to see where he is. And they're just going to go up to him and see if they can get a court case out of him. I know you're rich, Conor, and you're not going to go to jail. And I know you don't care because you're a billionaire probably now. And you're dressed like a fucking aristocrat in this. You know what I mean? He's like a fucking successful pirate in this fucking outfit that he's wearing right now. He looks like a target in like some fucking Conquistador fucking Assassin's Creed remake. Either way. Conor McGregor's just handing out free court cases for people to win. Look at this fucking worm. Why does he get a free win of a court case? For saying, let's go Khabib. Go through it again.
Yo, McGregor.
Some guy wants a picture and then some random guy sees him and goes, oh, I'm going to start screaming, let's go Khabib here.
Can I get a picture?
And immediately Conor's locked eyes onto him. Okay? That word Khabib to Conor is got him checking his mirrors no matter what. You say the word Khabib out loud. Who the fuck is saying that? Immediately McGregor's head's on a swivel. You know what I mean? He finds the target for his spit, I guess. And the guy thinks it's some kind of joke, I guess, because he's like smiling and grinning like, hey Conor, you know how it is. I was just trying to rile you up. Spits in the guy's face. Now the guy doesn't react at all, which is interesting. And then he does another little spit as well.
I spit in your face, what you do? Nothing.
I spit in your face, what you do? Nothing. Nothing at all, eh? I fucking spit in your face, mate. And he's handing out free lawsuits, man. You just went up to the guy. And you know what the worst part about this is? You didn't even really get a good amount of spit out. That's the most annoying part about this. You're using your fucking diplomatic immunity or whatever it is to like spit on someone and get away with it. And it's the most pathetic spit I've ever seen. The guy like winces a little bit at first. And he gives another little, but it seems like a try get a hair out of your mouth, out of your mouth type of spit. Seems like one of those ones. It wasn't even a big, you know what I mean? So not only is he giving out free lawsuits and then saying on camera,
I spit in your face, what you do, nothing.
so just so the guy definitely fucking wins in court. But not only that, you don't even get the enjoyment of spitting in a guy's fucking face for saying, let's go Khabib. You're wasting it. You're wasting a court case with a pathetic, like, air spit, mildly annoying someone, and now this guy can just get you for assault because you can't spit in people's face. You can't spit in someone's face at a casino. And then just you can't, just because they said, let's go Khabib. This is just another, he will not have Bryce Mitchell outdo him this week. Okay? Moving on to another, I just don't know any more about MMA. Everyone's talking about Luka to the Lakers. I said it at the start of the video. Who cares? Like, McGregor just spat into his face. This is 2 days removed from his use of the M-word. Marvin Vettori just dropped the M-word, and now Buckley's trying to fight him. Like, what are we doing now as a sport? Vettori's just been, like, spamming the M-word on Twitter. What's going on? What is in the air? Is it Black History Month? Is this what it's doing to the boys? What's going on? White dudes don't know how to act once this month begins. I'm telling you, dude, it does something. We might have to ban it because this immediate reaction from the whites cannot be stopped. Okay? Clearly, it's something about this month because the second it turned February, these boys been wilding out is what's been happening. So that's McGregor's fucking situation. He'll be in court and lose that one if the guy will. Maybe the guy won't, and instead he'll like be a hero. Maybe he's rich. Who knows? Maybe he won't take him to court, but why wouldn't he? It's a free fucking win. He admitted that he did it on camera. I spit in your face. What you do? Nothing. Kind of soy of the guy to do nothing, but he wins in court. That's the W he's going to take. Then Bryce Mitchell came out. Now, if you don't know, Bryce Mitchell recently said that, you know, Big A wasn't perfect. He said he'd like to go fishing with Adolf. He said, before the meth, he said when he was in his prime, he was a good guy. But then he sort of had this, like, spiral, I guess, once he started meth. So Bryce Mitchell had a lot of hot takes. He was making sure to help justify the Japanese internment camps in America. No one cares what he said about the Japanese, by the way. Sean Strickland just came out yesterday saying that his most hated group of people on earth is Chinese people. And no one cares. There's no backlash. There's no comments from the UFC. So, you know, Bryce went after the boys, you know. And then he's obviously been now forced to apologize. Because one of the things about this apology I don't get is, so you just said a bunch of things you didn't mean. All of the opinions you had, you just didn't mean. I know he's trying to cover his base, so to sort of like damage control the situation. But one thing about an apology when you just spout opinions is, unless you're claiming that you were like under the influence of shrooms or something, he still believes them. Look at them blue eyes. You know he believes those opinions. And no apology is just going to be like, oh, no, I didn't mean any of that. I just said, I planned to say on a podcast and said. You know what I mean? Before 6 days ago, there was no apology. The backlash has created the apology. You know, and it wasn't a live podcast from Bryce Mitchell. Something else that needs to be mentioned here. He just, he recorded it, watched it back and went, yep, put that up. On YouTube for episode 1 of the Ark and Sanity podcast. He said, I'm sorry I sounded insensitive. I definitely was not trying to offend anybody. But I know I did. I know a lot of people died in the H, and that's a fact. Uncle A did a lot of evil things. I think we can all agree on that. I'm definitely not a Nazi, and definitely do not condone any of the evil things that he did. Bryce Mitchell. Now, he's had some responses in the comments. I don't know if you can see this off to the side, but Paulo's one of them we'll get to. Love you, Bryce. I know what you mean well, even if it doesn't come out right. Bro, don't apologize. I support you. We know what the fuck you meant. People are dragging it. They can't make me hate you, Kerr. One of the top comments is one of them as well. And then we've got even Harry Hardwick, my boy Harry Hardwick. This comment section is cancer. He's against all of this because he's like, He's obviously getting in the frame of mind to take out a mustache man of his own at Cage Warriors, coming soon in March, I believe, on the London card. Either way, so he's currently in training camp. Well, let's not bring up being in camp, but you know, it's kind of an odd time to bring up. Either way, he's preparing for his own mustache man to take out. Okay, so he's running that one back soon. And then we got, damn, Dana gave you the talk, huh? Was Strickland there too? Never apologize to the mob. If you want to know who rules over, they're just, Bryce is getting more backlash. Not more backlash, but just as much backlash for apologizing for his comments than he is for saying them in the first place. There's so much more support, by the way. There's so much more. Never apologize to the mob. Low-key, I'm looking for the lies in anything he said. We're all waiting for that fact-checking video, but either way, Paulo Costa is not fucking pleased. Because when Bryce Mitchell first came out in support of Hitler... when Bryce Mitchell first came out in support of Hitler, guys, Paulo Costa rallied behind him and was saying all fixed, and he was AIing himself into a fishing boat with Bryce Mitchell. And then he was posting this, him, Jake Shields, and Bryce, no homo fishing brotherhood. He's been having fun with the AI. Post a Hitler meme, Paulo. It would be hilarious. And then he starts posting about Werner Jandaroba, Secret Juice, Dana's a very cool boat. Then he starts what can only be like described as, if you know, you know, this is like Europa memes is what he's posting on Twitter. Good night, Constantinoplians. What is going on? What is this, like a fever dream over the past week in the MMA news? So now Paulo Costa is saying goodnight to all of his fellow Constantinoplians, which is, of course, the original name of Istanbul, I believe. And did I lock the gate? Constantinople 1453. So Paulo Costa is doing like really like intricate substance, like law-based it's like this guy is really deep in the world of memes. I feel like this is how Paulo Costa learned English, was just memeing online, has like slowly developed his vocabulary, you know what I mean? And it's going well, I guess, because these are all getting like crazy interactions. It's got nearly 5k likes. Constantinoplians, good night. And then he starts, you know, Bryce Mitchell had this opinion on this, he's retweeting it, and then it's him ultimate fishing, him, Kanye, and Bryce Mitchell, that he posted as well. I mean, Paulo Costa is just, this was his original response. And then since Bryce Mitchell took back his comments, Costa immediately had a problem with it. You are dead to me. There was another comment here that was deleted that he was saying something about the fishing and the support of this, and you shouldn't have gone against him or whatever. And then you are dead to me. He has massive problems with Bryce Mitchell walking back his claims. Poor Bryce lost a fan. Got to double down here. Like, and then there's even more. He just tweeted shit. Paulo Costa just tweeting anything. Bryce Mitchell, age, hits me hard. Bryce Mitchell versus Anne Frank. What the fuck is going on? What is going on? So Paulo's just... Look at her weight! Oh my God, Paulo, you fucking... Jesus Christ, man. I like how every other MMA fighter was kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe Bryce Mitchell said this. And Paulo Costa's immediate response was, oh my God, the amount of memes I can get from this is going to be glorious. You know? So he's put this out there. That's got 12K likes in 12 hours. And then he's been saying, show peoples you would love to be friends with right now. I'll start. And it's Bryce Mitchell and Mel Gibson back to back. So this is a very interesting news week. This might go down, chat. I don't know why I'm saying chat. I've got a problem. This might go down as probably the most interesting news week in MMA history. Again, Luka to the fucking Lakers. Who gives a shit? Where were you during the Bryce Mitchell Nazi saga? You know what I mean? During that character arc. Where were you for that? You know what I mean? Because this will be remembered years from the future. But, I mean, knowing MMA next week, who knows what's going to happen? You know? How are they going to top this? How are the conglomerate of the community of the UFC going to top this news week? I almost feel like Dana White has put them up to this because of how shit UFC 312 is. So they just have to kick up this storm online. You know? But yeah, there you go. That's that. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Toodle pip. I'll see you later. Goodbye. What the fuck, man? It's like I can't just ignore this. I'll do the fucking predictions tomorrow, but what the fuck is going on? I'm telling you, it's Black History Month. It's got to stop, okay? How do you expect the boys to respond to, to February beginning? That's good. That's the problem, you guys, okay? I'm telling you. See you later. Goodbye.